Nah.
Does your asshole itch?
No. Okay.
Welcome to the I Regret Nothing podcast.
I Regret Nothing podcast.
Sweet.
With Mike J and Pedro.
Hey guys, what about me?
I regret nothing. I regret nothing.
Hey, dickheads, you forgot about me, Matt Baguette.
We regret nothing.
I regret everything. Everything I've ever done.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
It's been a little while. We're back. It's actually been so long that GTA 6 has a trailer now.
Yep.
That's how
and we
long
almost
it's been.
forgot about it. No, we didn't.
We forgot all about it. And you want to know why we forgot all about it? Because Postal 2 is being remade. And as you can see, we have the CEO of Impact Studios and Flat to VR, Eric Masher, here. And we've got Pedro and Matt. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Obviously, a lot has been announced and talked about since our last episode. So obviously, let's kick it off with fucking Postal 2 is being remade. That's crazy, eh, guys?
Yeah. Never heard of the game, but I'm excited.
You're finally going to learn about it?
Yeah.
About damn time, Matt. We've been telling you to play for so long.
Finally, I can play a Postal game.
Yeah,
How old were you guys when the game first came out?
Yeah,
I was 7 years old, I think.
Wow.
Pedro, how old are you?
Oh, we cannot hear you, Pedro.
You're muted, dog. This happened again. This is the second podcast in a row where you're not even peeking on the app. It shows no green. We're gonna say Pedro is 23 years old, which means he was not born when Postal 2 came.
Pedro is actually like 19 or 20 or something.
Yeah, I can hear your snaps.
Is it working now?
Yeah, we
Okay,
can hear
great.
you.
I fucking hate this shit. Like, I keep having to fix something. Anyway, yeah, I was like, what, fucking 12 when I played the game for the first time? I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's in the ether, man. It's a cult classic. It's been out there forever. It's still the product that we sell the most of every month. It is beloved. It is what we are called a one-hit wonder for. Yeah, we're gonna fucking milk it like Todd Howard, man. We're gonna just put this shit out. I wouldn't call it milking it. We've yet to actually remake it.
If AAA can do it, so can we, okay?
Well, I'm just saying we have spent the last 20-something years selling it, but we haven't remade it. We haven't put it out on new platforms, and that's where Eric and his team come into play.
Hell yeah. We're ready to take the torch.
Yeah, and I know there's a million fucking questions. Not all of them can be answered right now because we don't really know all the answers to all those things right now. I mean, as far as what platforms it's going to be on, ideally, all of them. Worldwide, ideally everywhere. There is obviously places that it probably won't be out, and there is platforms that it might not be out on, and all of these things are basically 100% out of our control. All we can do is make the best game possible, submit it where we want to submit it, and hopefully it comes out. Now, obviously, the big questions are, is it going to be on Switch 1? Is it going to be on mobile? Is it going to use all of the dubs from around the world? And the question is, we hope so, I think. Right, Eric? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's our main thing. Like, some of this is unknown yet. When you get to platforms, like, you can't really even tell until you go to submit your stuff, right? So, like, we have, so we have inroads, right? Like, we have good approvals, we have good signs, we have, like, everything points to those things. We want to do them all. Like, you guys wanted to do them all, right? Like, you were like, early on, you're like, you just got locked out of places with it. And, we're going to do everything that we can do to make sure it goes everywhere for everybody to play. And we're going to try and put it on every platform that you want to play it on.
Yep, agreed. I mean, we do get.
Even if you put it on every platform, people will still complain. Oh, you haven't put it on the Nintendo DS.
Well, I mean, we still get put it on Ouya and
my God,
PS2 and Xbox 360 and shit.
Samsung
The
fridge.
fucking wood,
No,
yeah.
I mean, I say at best, it's going to be on the last generation of consoles.
Yeah.
And at worst, it's only going to be on the newest generation of consoles, save maybe
But it's great.
Xbox if they say no, and maybe not Android if, we want it everywhere. And ideally, it will be out everywhere. I feel like most people that are watching this live have probably already seen it, but I think we should show the little teaser trailer that we put out today. So let me click over to that one. Nope, that's not it. It's not playing the trailer.
Cool.
Spoilers.
Well, I
Spoilers.
made a thing for it, and it didn't.
Nothing to see here. Oh, yeah. Would you like to sign my petition?
Everything is so disturbing. Do what they say will be the reason it's wrong.
There we go. It worked. Fucking restream, man. Works great. So yeah, that trailer is that's fucking it, man. I mean, we're doing it. And the point I believe of the way the game looks is that it's supposed to sort of elicit a memory of how the game looked to you in 2003, but obviously look a lot better, but not be like a modern AAA title, right? It's supposed to sort of have dated but updated graphics.
Yeah, it's like you got to find the fine line of like staying true to the classic game that everybody freaking loves and has been playing for years and still plays today. That's why everybody's in this chat listening to this. Like, how do you go away from what it is, but you still want to bring it up to date, right? Like, we want to make sure that everything kind of looks great, plays great. Put it on your new console, and then put it places where it was never before, right? And we have that path now. Taking the VR version from what it was kind of led us down this road to like come to where Redux can be a thing, so the VR version kind of spawned what we can do now into doing Postal 2 Redux. So it's definitely
just to clarify for everybody that wants to know, Postal 2 Redux is not Postal 2 VR. It is not a renamed version of VR. Postal 2 VR is a completely separate title. That doesn't mean there won't be bundles and things, so you can have both, but they are completely separate titles. Obviously, they're based on the same game, but the VR version is going to be sort of built from the ground up to have, complete VR experience. So,
Also, one thing I want to mention, because people don't really know how game development works. What you've seen is also work in progress. This might not be final.
highly work in progress. This game is not coming out this summer. For all those people that think when I say the Kickstarter is launching this summer, that the game is coming out this summer, it is not.
Like, it's a teaser to show you as early as possible and to like hype things up for the Kickstarter. So we still have a long way ahead of making the game.
Yeah. I mean, we're just trying to give you a peek right into the that trailer was shot in game with the in-game engine, with the updated graphics, with dynamic lighting, with shadows. It's in game, so we're just giving you a taste, a small tease of what we're going to be. I mean, we have a lot of work to do, we have a lot of cooking to do. It's going to be even better by the time we get it to where it's across the finish line. But yeah, this is just a teaser, and we may have some more to show a little bit.
Yeah, and just the basic fact: will it include all of the DLCs? No, but they will be stretch goals on Kickstarter, so they will hopefully happen. Will it include the pigeon mission? That's a stretch goal also, probably.
Make it a stretch
You
goal.
show us how much you want the fucking pigeon mission. We want to see how much you guys want the pigeon mission. And then obviously multiplayer and workshop, things like that. They'll all be stretch goals on Kickstarter.
Will Mike J have hair this time? We don't know.
That highly debated topic as
That's
whether
a
it will
stretch
be
goal. That's
bald,
a stretch goal.
That's the top goal. That should be the
bald
top goal.
2003 Mike J or hair Mike J, gray hair, modern Mike J. I don't know. We'll let we'll put out a poll. We'll let people.
There's a
vote
lot
on
of
that
things
one.
that are gonna be like done to being a stretch goal or not, and it's very important for you guys to if you want the best outcome for this project. It's gonna happen either way, but the more funds it will get, the better it will be. So
Yeah.
It's
But also-
and remember, the game that's on Steam right now, that is not Postal 2 as it was for a really long time.
Right.
The game on Steam is an amalgamation of everything, right? Like tons of mods, tons of fan-made stuff, tons of in-house made stuff that we fixed and modified later on, and more
20 years
recently,
of
a bunch of
updates.
fixes. Yeah, tons of updates. So when this comes out, and it really is going to be essentially vanilla Postal 2 with tons of little updates, it's not going to be the same game on Steam. I mean, Steam has got way too many weapons. We're not making all those weapons for Redux. I mean, there's an insane amount of redundant weapons, as it were, but that's just because we put in tons of fan-made weapons. But there will be a lot of weapons. So,
Somebody
and
already
Postal
said-
2, dude, uncensored, probably not.
somebody already said censorship will ruin the fun. Well, good news to you, it's not gonna be censored, at
On
least on
Steam.
PC.
Yeah,
At
on
least on
Steam, on Quest, it won't be censored. But you know, when things get censored, it's not like we're sitting here thinking like, what can we fix to make this game more palatable? It's what Sony or Microsoft or Google or Apple or whatever platform says, like, that's not going to fly. And remember, we're not Rockstar. We are not like a hair follicle on Rockstar's body. We are smaller than that. We cannot get away with what they can get away with. So you can bitch and complain about things that end up getting censored on consoles, but just remember, it's not our decision at the end of the day. All we can do is fight, and we will. But we'd rather the game come out than basically say like, we're too fucking cool to censor our game. Fuck putting it on Sony. Like, no, if they want a couple things changed, then we figure it out. It's not that hard.
I think for many people, it might also be their first time playing Postal 2. They might just be jumping into that one, especially the people who don't have the PC version, or like people who were on PS4 or something.
I mean, if I had to like guess, the percentage of gamers that will play this for their first time will be nearing 40% of gamers within the first 6 months. It's just going to go to that many new players. I mean, yeah, we have a huge base on Steam that'll probably be interested in playing this. I'm sure there will be older gamers that are going to be like, fuck that, I own the OG, I don't need to buy the new one. But yeah, if you play it on Steam, like you're going to get the full experience from what we designed in 2003. So
Yeah, because
Yeah, and I
they
think that's the
don't
main thing, right?
like-
Is that there's places you can do it, right? Like, that would be the shame if we like couldn't have a place for it to be there, right? Like, we'll have to make some concessions for a couple of the consoles, and I think they're going to be fairly small concessions. But if you just didn't have any place to like go get it and play it as it was meant to be, that would have been a crime, and that's what we're going to avoid, and that's what Steam allows us to do still, and Quest. The fact that we can take the VR version and Meta was like, you know what, bring it. Like we're okay with it. Like, that was something that we had to like figure out early on, right? Like, is Meta going to be on board with this?
yeah,
Like,
that was a huge surprise to me too. So
yeah, right. Same for us, because like
but that said, that could also change, right? Like, we're making the game, we're going to submit it, and if some jerky guy at the end of the chain is like, this isn't gonna fly. Like, what? I mean, we can appeal it, but like the game's got to come out. So
and then again, like it's either that or just not have it on the platform. And I'm pretty sure people would much rather have something at least. It's not, regardless of what happens, it's not gonna take away too much. And it again, like it was said already, we don't like censorship and we don't want censorship.
No.
So the versions where the platforms where we have full control naturally won't be censored.
I think
We
people
are
are
not
mostly
doing this-
worried that like since we didn't have terrorists in Postal 4 that they won't be in this, and it's like we didn't do that because we were worried about it. We did it because like the joke was kind of over. Like we beat it to death in many games, and it was like, okay, new game, like let's not have a Taliban in it. And then people are like, you fucking pussies.
We could have done it again.
And we're like,
Would
listen,
it be as
we
funny
just
and
released
relevant? No.
we just released Paradise Lost with fucking tie-dye hippie terrorists, okay? Like the joke was over. And you know what? We're remaking the game, so the joke's not over. It's the same
That's
joke.
the problem. Though. If you did it again, then people would be like, "Oh man, you're beating a dead horse. Why do you keep doing the same shit over and over
fucking
again?"
7 scripts in Hollywood, bro. Like, yeah, of course there's only 7 scripts in Hollywood, and we're gonna keep doing the same one. But we did that one a few too many times. But yeah, this game is about showcasing what was there in a new light on new consoles. And as far as countries go, like, governments are also out of our control, right? Like, we make the game and we submit it where we submit it, and if they approve it, they approve it. If they don't, they don't. I do know with Postal Redux for the first game, the countries where it was indexed, they were like, a remake is the same game. So, you kind of have to follow that. But we will obviously try. We will appeal. We will do everything we can to get this out in places that it's not out in. And if you can't get it through the normal channels of gaming, figure it the fuck out. I'm sure you already have if you live in countries that have censorship. So, yeah, I mean, this is coming, guys. And for people asking when, how much, none of that's announced. Don't worry about it right now. Just know it's not coming out in the next few months. So just be prepared for the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter is where everything's going to flow through, and a lot of news will be going through there, and there'll be some really, really cool things to back on there and things to get, and we'll figure out what the scope of the game is through the Kickstarter. So,
yeah. I mean, I think you guys saw in the trailer. We showed dates. We're showing the 2003 original, and then you see the next screen that says 2026. So that it's out there. It's not coming in 2025. It's going to come in 2026. We're not ready to say when in 2026 yet, but it's going to come in 2026. So we got a lot of cooking yet to do, but we'll have more info as we go.
Somebody said Postal 1 Redux deserves more fucking love. I agree. It's a good game, but yeah, I mean, number one, it didn't sell very well. Not your problem. Number two, the biggest problem with it on PC right now is that it's got a crazy engine level bug that crashes on modern Intel processors. There is a workaround on Steam forums for it, but we are going to be fixing it. It just requires an entire engine update, which is not a small job, but we're going to get to that this year. So you Postal 1 Redux. It's funny, we've been saying Postal Redux for so long. I guess Postal Redux is Postal 1 Redux, and Postal 2 Redux is Postal 2 Redux. So, yeah, Postal Redux players, you will get an update sometime soon. And you did recently get an update. You got a PS5 version of Postal Redux. So hopefully we can get a Switch 2 version of it soon. But Nintendo is not approving anything really right now for Switch 2. So,
Eric, I had a question. So before that, you started working on that project. How familiar was your team with Postal, like the Postal franchise?
Especially Team Beef. I mean, they lived and breathed it. Like, it's something that they wanted. So Team Beef wanted to do this for a long time, and we've had a really good relationship with Team Beef. We've been in with them in the modding community, the VR modding community, for a long time. We've worked in collaboration back and forth. We've been friends for a long time. And then they were like all over Postal 2. I mean, I played through the original, back when I was a kid. But like for me, I hadn't really touched it in a long time. I hadn't really thought about it in a long time. But as soon as they said, as soon as Team Beef was like, hey, we've been really, really thinking about Postal 2, I was like, hell yeah, why are we not thinking about Postal 2? So then like literally once that kind of like became a possibility, our entire team dove in and was like, we need to go play this again. Like literally even our CEO of Impact Reality and Flat VR Studios, Jasmine Uniza, who is a 30-something Asian woman, was like, I'm gonna go play Postal 2, and like she had a blast and she had a ball playing it in there. So like it rekindled fire in a lot of us, and then it like brought a lot of our team that have never played it before back into playing it again, and then like literally when we came out of the VR talks of like, can we actually bring a Redux version to console and PC? That's when it really started to hit for like the entire team. And then we're we got about 50 or so people between all the people around in the different parts of our team. And I would say probably almost every one of them has been into the game here at some point.
Yeah. I'm really excited to play it in VR. Like, it's going to change the way you play the game and see the game, like a lot.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of the biggest questions we get asked is, how do we pee in VR? And the answer is, you'll fucking find out.
Yeah.
You'll pee in real life.
Yeah, as he was saying, Team Beef came to us a long time ago asking about making this, and we were like, that would be super cool, but like we're not in a position to fund you to do this. And they're huge fans. They've been wanting to do this for a really long time. And so when Flat to VR came in, it was obviously a no-brainer. Like, let's fucking go. This is too big of a deal.
Even within our team, everybody loves Postal 2, and we've been wanting to remake Postal 2 in some shape or form, even ourselves. So
yeah, we had a small version of the game in VR just so we could like check it out, but we never did anything with it because obviously the game as it is not stable enough for that. I mean, actually, it's funny. That's one common comment I see on every post about this is Postal 2 is perfect. It doesn't need a remake. And I'm like, you're wrong. You put it on a pedestal. It's a great game, but it does need a remake. That doesn't mean it needs to replace. I usually ask them. Yeah, it doesn't need to replace the game that's out there, and we're not doing that. Just so everybody knows, that has happened with a few modern remakes where like they delist the original game because this is the new definitive version of it. That's fucking garbage. Okay, you will always be able to buy the original game. It'll still be $1 or less when it's on sale, which also does not entitle you to the remake. Just so everybody's clear, that is another common question. Will I get this? How many times you get that question? You think like
multiple,
25 times a day, if not more. And I'm like, I understand what you're saying. Like you bought a game, but this is not an update. This is not a minor port. This is a remake. I mean, yeah, there are some assets that are going to be ported over, but on the whole, this is a brand new game and a brand new engine that's using the original game as a blueprint and a game design document.
I think people don't understand that we cannot just add all those new things to the old game engine. No. Like it's ancient. You have to rebuild the game to
but also there are people that did not pay $1, right? Like we still sell this game for $10 on the reg. And people paid $10 for it, which like that's not a lot, but it's also not 10 cents. So like when they spend $10 and all of a sudden like because there's people that bought it today for $10, right? Like and then what the fuck? I just bought this game and you guys are remaking it, and it's like, well, yeah, it's a separate game, and there will be bundled discounts. They will happen. But this is not a free add-on. So
also nowadays, no game studio will remake a game and just give it to you for free because you own the original. They might give you like a 10% discount at best. But
the one that hits a little close to home for them is when people say, "Well, what about Half-Life 2 VR?" And it's like, well, yes, that's a slightly different project, and Valve is a slightly different animal than everybody else is.
When people say that the game is fine as it is, I'm like, yeah, I mean it's a great game. It's a great game, but I ask them, how many times have you crashed recently? Right. And they say, oh, I crashed like 5 times last time I played, and was like, because it's an old engine.
Yeah.
So we have,
That said, the major reason for most of the crashing is the physics engine. And there is a strong possibility at some point in the next year, maybe more, where we actually are going to replace the physics engine in the original Postal 2. That's the first time any of you are hearing this, I think. So hopefully we can do that, and that will eliminate a lot of the crashing. That does not mean it's stable. That does not mean it has multi-threading support. That does not mean it can work on consoles or phone or anything. That just means we're hoping to get rid of the base level.
But when it comes to the new Postal, we have to update it and remake it to put it on modern platforms. There's no other way around it.
No.
But this goes to show that we don't we don't do this to replace originals, to censor originals, like some people say. No. We do this because, we want an updated game. People have asked us, like, they keep asking for Postal 2 VR. You need a remake. They keep asking for a remake. They keep asking for all these things that we can only do with a remake, and we have full trust in Team Beef and Flat 2 VR to make this happen, because they are clearly competent, and so far what we've seen behind closed doors is really good. Like the overall directive is not just to make it look like what you remember Postal 2 look like, it's also to make it feel like it did. I mean, this is not just a game that people played 23 years ago and they're like, oh cool, Postal 2 is back. This is shit that people play every fucking day now. So it's got to look like it. It's got to feel like it. We're not even remotely thinking about that. The other big question, load zones. We are gunning for none. That doesn't mean there won't be a 1 or 2, but we are gunning for none. And also, this also is a way to put Postal 2 on consoles, because you cannot just make a simple port. A lot of armchair developers tell us you can just port it. I'm like, no, it's not that simple. Okay, if it was that simple, we would have done it long
Well,
time ago.
we've been working with very high level port houses for a while now, and we brought it up to them numerous times, and the answer is absolutely fucking not. Okay, we've tried; it's not happening.
It just doesn't work like that.
But the other thing we need to quell people's worries about, because Rick's sort of been in and out over the years, we're not re-recording the whole game. This is a remake. Like, the idea is to use as much, if not all, of the original dialogue, and then sort of add in things for anything new we put in there. So in a perfect world, not only is it Rick, it's the Polish guy, it's the Russian guy. Like, we're going to use what everybody wants to hear. As per new languages, that's to be decided later. It's possible we'll have new dubs, but that's a conversation.
It doesn't mean there won't be any new sound. There might be like new sound effects and stuff, but for the voices, it mainly will be the same.
Yeah, exactly. So,
yeah, I was gonna mention too. Like, I don't know, for anybody like out there, like thinking about us doing the remake, doing the Postal 2 Redux as a team. A lot of companies, development studios come in and they're not even fans of gaming in general. It's just a job for them. It's like it's a 9 to 5. Everybody in our team, number one, we're all passionate VR gamers, but we're all passionate gamers. We love games. We love VR games, but we love traditional games as well, and we love Postal. And I told you about Team Beef and how much they wanted to do this game. Team Beef has done some amazing, VR ports of games. Like Doom and like Tomb Raider, brought them into VR, Return of Castle Wolfenstein. These guys live and breathe classic gaming, and they love the game. So like, we have a passion for Postal 2 that probably is unlike most development studios. So we don't want to see it changed in any way. We want to remain true to the core of what the game is, but make it look and fucking play beautiful. Like, if I could tell you could play Postal 2 as it was, staying true to it as close as we possibly can get, but you can play it with new texture, with new increased textures, with dynamic lighting, with new controls,
no load zones.
Yeah, exactly. No load zone, no crashes, and that's what we're going to offer everybody. We just want to offer a better experience of what the current game is and not change the core of it.
Yeah. I mean, I do see some people that say if this game doesn't have crashing, it's going to suck, because that's what they want to see when they play Postal 2. But no. I mean, the other thing we get a lot is about optimization, right? Like, Postal 4 does not work on potatoes. It still needs work optimization-wise. This game is basically being made for Quest, okay? Like, Redux is a separate product, but the core of this is a game that's being made to run on Quest. So, like, optimization is the forefront of this game's development. I mean, I can't promise this will work on a fucking potato either, but like, ideally this does have extreme spanning of system requirements, but that's also to be determined. So
yeah, we're working on optimization big time. I mean, if anybody in chat knows anything about the Meta Quest, it's basically run on a cell phone chip. So yeah. It's a Qualcomm XR2 cell phone chip that runs the headset. It's a Gen 2 XR2 chip. So we have to optimize the shit out of Postal 2 just to get it to work on there, especially to get it to work on there with the new visuals and the new graphics that we want to have on there. So we definitely will be optimizing the crap out of it. So that will in turn optimize everything we have to moving forward for console, for PC. But that doesn't mean that we won't have it, we won't have parity and have it look better in other places, right? Like, just because it looks okay on one system doesn't mean that you couldn't go out and get it like a kick-ass 5090 and then have Postal 2 Redux look great on that 5090.
Well, even Postal 2 VR tethered through Steam is going to look 100%. Better than the Quest version. I mean, yep. there's going to be about 5 different versions of this game out there, but
yeah. Yeah, and that's the beauty of it, right? You're going to be able to enjoy it how you want to enjoy it. If you're good with, standalone VR, which is super nice and quick and easy to get into, you're going to have that version that you can just throw the headset on, no wires, standalone, and do it. And then if you,
that's probably the only way to. That's the only way to really make money on VR sales is to try to get to the most amount of people possible. The most amount of people possible is on Quest. So,
Yep.
So someone did just ask, yes, it will be on PlayStation VR too. So,
100%. Yeah, and that will even be a different experience. There's, the PlayStation VR 2 allows us to do other things. The PSVR 2 headset has haptics in the headset where it rumbles in the headset. So we are going to take advantage of that rumble in the headset. So we'll make sure that whatever you do inside the game, if it makes sense, the headset would rumble, it's going to rumble. It has adaptive triggers, just like a PlayStation 5 controller does, to where you have the two levels of tension and pull on the triggers. We'll make sure that's in there in some way where it's going to take advantage of that. It has, the PlayStation VR 2 has eye tracking and allows you to do something called foveated rendering, which is you can increase the visuals wherever the eye is looking. And then what you do is you steal from wherever the eye is not looking. So you can actually have increased graphics, better graphics than you can on most anywhere else. Foveated rendering is a huge thing for virtual reality. And again, it's just by tracking your eyes. So wherever your eyes are focused is wherever the highest fidelity is on the screen. Everything else will lose a little fidelity, but you won't see it because it's in your peripheral at that point. So we'll take advantage of that as well. So it'll be a different experience almost everywhere.
yeah, super cool. One more VR question from Crazy Critical TV. Are we still getting Assault and Battery VR?
It's fucking cool, man. So Mike showed me. I had no idea about this thing, and when we started talking, he's like, we did the VR thing way back when, and I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. So literally, I got in, and I mean, it crashes like every couple of minutes, but I played it through.
It doesn't crash every couple of minutes because it's bad.
No,
it just does it because it's not. We haven't updated it to a newer version of the engine and running it on modern headsets. But yeah. People don't really know much about it, so.
But there's a whole level playable. That's one. It's like, and I think I told you this, Mike. Like, if we could make this into a full, complete playable game today, it would be a good game. Like, it would be a great game today as is. Like, even with the cool. Like, you guys did that how long ago?
2017.
Like, literally, if we released it today, people would be like, "Holy shit, this is awesome."
Yeah. So that is not a confirmation that it's coming out or being made or being worked on, but cool. Just know that we would like to. It's definitely on the wish list, and the CEO of Flat to VR likes it. So who knows what the future holds? But let's worry about one title at a time. And
what we should do is turn it into like a myth and then release it out of nowhere, like in 20 years.
No, the highest stretch goal for Postal 2 Redux is Assault and Battery VR.
Yeah, Assault and Battery.
That's a great idea. I love that.
Yeah, on top of the pigeon mission. So
yeah,
I mean, we've talked about it, not at length, but I mean, we sort of advertised it within Postal 4. Like, it is in the lore that it's like the Toy Story of the Postal universe, and so maybe one day.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
Now that you talk about it, a lot of people are going to think that this small company can do a bunch of stuff at the same time.
I mean, Impact is doing a lot of things. They are new and they're not massive. They're decent size, but they're doing a lot of things right now. And
we are doing it all wrong. We were supposed to do a big battle royale game with tons of microtransactions and tons of DLCs. So.
I've said it before. There was a Postal 2 battle royale game in concept at one point with a publisher. That didn't end up happening. So, and it was a melee battle royale game. So
this should be one of the.
Thank fucking God we didn't make that.
This should be one of the goals for the Kickstarter. It's like a battle royale mode in the game.
No, battle royale's over. At best, co-op.
Extraction shooter.
Maybe couch co-op. That would be super cool. The wish list that you all have. We have too. So
a golfing mini game.
Well, we've always said head soccer was a thing we liked in the game, and now you have the shovel, so you could theoretically play head golf.
Yep.
Which I'm obviously more privy to now since I'm a fucking avid golfer now. That's why I have this tan that I've never had in my life. But
there is a VR game that's super popular. It's called Walkabout Mini Golf, and it's like one of the most popular VR games. And they go out and they get like known IPs, and they bring those courses to life. Like they did, like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. They did like Pan's Labyrinth, like movie stuff, and they bring them in and they make cool. A Postal 2.
If you want to reach out to them for us, it sounds like we're a little out of left field for that, but yeah,
if I can get them to go for that,
right? Like Zakaria Pinball has a bunch of Postal themed tables, and so who knows? Maybe the mini golf will add us in there too. We get requests for crossover stuff all the time from people, and I'm like, guys, we're down for all of this shit. Like, it's whether other people want to work with us or not. Like, is Boone going to put us in Mortal Kombat? Probably fucking not. But would we love to be there? Sure. Dead by Daylight? Absolutely.
Fortnite? Hell yeah.
Fortnite. Yeah, we asked. The answer was no. The answer was not just no. It's like, the list is really, really long, and you're probably not going to get on it. And I was like, okay, that's fine. We don't need to be there. Also,
well,
I think that would
maybe we should do a Redux version of it and get it more popular. And that will
Fortnite Redux.
And maybe at some point they're gonna run out of ideas and IPs to put in the game. So
there is a unlimited amount of rehash they will put in there before they put in the Postal Dude. So
yeah,
even though we have 6 versions and we sell 6 fucking different pillowcases with all 6 of those different Postal Dudes in it.
Love it.
Yeah.
With many more to come.
Okay, I think we've talked enough about Postal and Postal 2 VR. Eric, did you want to say anything else before we just go into our normal nonsense talking about the industry?
Yeah, I'll just say that our entire team is super psyched about doing this. We love Mike and Vince, and we've been kind of good friends here now since we've been in the process of doing this for a long time. So we're just happy and we're honored that we can be part of this whole journey with you guys. And we've gotten to know Pedro quite a bit as well too now. So like we're just really happy. Like everybody works really together. You guys are just real people, which is great, and so are we. So that we're just happy to have this relationship, and we're gonna make the best fucking game that we can, so you guys can all piss on whoever you want to piss on, in VR or out of VR.
Yeah, you guys heard it here first. And if you didn't know, and I think we've already said this, Flats VR does not give a shit about our fucking baggage, the way we are, the way we act, the way we talk, the shit that we put out. Like, they fucking love it. So just know that we didn't sign on with a publisher that's like, hey, you guys need to not stop talking like that and don't say fuck on your podcast. They don't give a shit. They want us to piss on everything. So
pretty much
they are the perfect partners to have.
Yeah, and just so you know, if anybody's going to be at Gamescom, we're going to fucking be there. So find us 100%. There. I don't have a confirmation or anything to announce where we're going to be or what we're going to be doing, but we are going to be there. So if you want to meet us, if you want to hang out, if you want to fucking dress up as the Postal Dude and come on down for like a cosplay contest, that would be awesome. We'll talk more about that in the coming months as we get closer to Gamescom, but we will be there. So
we are all Postal fans. We want to make the best game possible for the franchise as well. So
yeah,
hell yeah, exactly. Postal 2 returning to Germany.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Postal 4 and Postal Brain Damage are not indexed in Germany. Fucking knock on wood. So maybe with a little luck, next time we appeal Postal 2, good things will happen. I mean, for us, it's a massive monetary benefit, and for you guys, it's just a fucking win for all things. So, yeah. That's it. That's all we have to say about Postal. So, thank you, Eric, for coming on and talking to us about this. And happy Death Stranding Day.
Yeah, it's out. Who doesn't love Hideo? I'm all over that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on, and I'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. And we have Florian. We have Florian in the chat.
Nice guy.
Ooh, Florian's there saying hello. There's actually a few of our employees chilling in the chat.
Are we going to get Seb back on the podcast?
That's right. Seb is around. Does he want to come on?
I don't know, but he's back.
Yeah, I think he would be willing to come on. Yeah, knowing Seb.
Let's see if he's around. I just messaged him. So, anyway, we have a bunch of topics to talk about. I mean, I think we just fucking talked to death about. I mean, it's at the end of the day, all that really matters is
Everything
Postal
matters.
2 Redux and Postal 2 VR. The rest is just stuff for us to talk about the industry and laugh at other people's stupidity. So.
But we have nothing more to say about Postal 2 VR and Redux until we start the Kickstarter, pretty much.
Until a few minutes later.
I mean, no, we're gonna keep bringing it up. I mean,
yeah. But the Kickstarter would be the next big batch of news about it.
Let's actually see how many followers does the Kickstarter have now? 3,000, over 3,000 followers on the Kickstarter. That's good.
It was under that today.
Yeah, if you guys are not following it already on Kickstarter, there's a QR code on the screen. Scan it and make sure you follow that and tell your friends and tell your family and tell your enemies and tell your kids and hide your wife and make sure that you guys fund that shit.
And I want to say one more time, this teaser we showed is a very small sneak peek. Like, it's not the final game. Like, it's not how it's gonna look like. It's still very work in progress. So
it's gonna look better even.
Yeah, it's gonna look better. It's only gonna be better.
I tried to get Seb in, but he's in a workflow right now. He's deep in a workflow. All right, let's fucking go. The Stop Killing Games initiative might have come to an end.
Yeah.
What happened, Pedro?
For those who are not aware of the Stop Killing video games, it's pretty much one of the most important things going on for the past year. It's the only effort being made to make sure that the games that you guys have right now, that they will be played forever, because there's a lot of online-only games and they will be taken away from you at some point. And Accursed Farms, aka Ross, he has done as much as he could to the best of his ability. You know, as a small YouTuber, there's only so much that you can do, okay? You cannot, make more effort than what he's done already. So we've been supporting this initiative since its beginning, really. I mean, we have been vocal about this side of the industry where things are taken away from customers for no apparent reason, and then Ross made that awesome initiative, and we were very fast to say, hey, we support this is good shit. Unfortunately, there have been three types of people who have been against this initiative. Number one, you have people who quite simply don't care, and they will not care at all, but they will still care enough to voice their opinions, how much they are against it, with no proper information on why. You got number two, you got people who misunderstand the whole idea behind this petition, why it's important. And number three, and worst of them all, are the people who actually are in the industry, and they are against it because it goes against their projects, because they thrive on these online only games. They thrive on the games as a live service, and naturally it's going to be a conflict of interest. What I want to say with that is those people are very selfish, and I don't need to mention who they are. They know who they are, and people here most likely know who they are. But it's unfortunate how some of the biggest influences are saying, oh, it's a bad thing, and it's always because they misunderstand it. Thankfully, there have been more YouTubers recently actually finding out about this initiative, and they've been supporting it, and thankfully the numbers have been bumped up. But the petition is going to end next month. Whether that's the end of the initiative or not, we still don't know. Only time will tell, but it's important that everybody supports it. There's no reason to not support it. If you're a customer, look, as developers, as Remade users, we care about it, because in the very unlikely event, but still possible, that somebody buys our company, we want to make sure that the new owners are held responsible for making sure that the games that you guys bought from us, that they're still going to be available. And, as, consumers, because at the end of the day, we're still gamers, we want, the games that we paid for to be playable forever. It's a simple concept. But yeah, that's pretty much the situation with StopKillingVideoGames.com. It's a website you should check right now, and you should inform yourself, see if it's something that you want to support, and Yeah. Do we have the flyer, Mike?
Yeah. This is you might want to just change
gonna-
the QR code. Give me a link and
Yeah.
we'll change the QR code to it.
But yeah, it's a very good cause. There's no reason to not support it, and it's a shame that some people in this industry, quite simply, they do not understand just how important it is. So, we as a small company, and Ross as a small time YouTuber, and other companies that are trying to support this, there's only so much we can do. So tell your friends, tell everybody you know. If you're not in the European Union, go tell your friends who are from the European Union to sign the petition.
Yep. Agreed. It's a big deal. I mean, we all buy games, right? So wouldn't it be nice if you had them in 20 years?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice? I mean, that's games as a service kind of fucks everything, but you buy your shit, you should own it. It's pretty fucked up.
While you check the flyer, we have forgotten about the Refod mod for Tony Hawk's.
Oh yeah, you forgot that, bro.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it. So, for those who like to play Tony Hawk games and at the same time you like POSTAL, we have noticed that there is a mod called Rethod, which is a mod for Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, and it pretty much adds a bunch of content from the previous games onto American Wasteland, and it's a really good package, okay? And something that we noticed when we, check them is that there's a lot of people in that awesome community. It's a really good community. They have a lot of Postal fans there, and we have a lot of fans on our side who actually like Tony Hawk's. So we thought, you know what, it's a no-brainer. Let's talk to them and say, hey, if you guys want to make this official, you can have the Postal dude, you can have Crotchy, Mike J, Vince, and make them characters. And they went above and beyond, and they're actually thinking about not only doing that, but also adding a bunch of decks, even a whole level based on Paradise Mall that's skateable. So really good shit, and you should check it. It's called Refod. You can see it down there below.
Yep. All right, let's see. Red Dead Redemption's John Marston Axter teases exciting news coming soon. I mean, I saw this shit all over TikTok for a few days. I kept getting videos about it. Everybody thought it was going to be like a PS5 version of Red Dead Redemption or a fucking DLC or something. And as it turns out, it's pretty much just like a get-together of actors at a convention.
Could have been. It could have been.
Yeah. It's.
I'm pretty sure it was gonna be the PS5 and Switch 2 port for the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we all thought that, and maybe they will come.
I think they will, but not now.
I just don't understand how a company with this much fucking money can do things like this. I don't get it. I truly don't understand.
They have unlimited. I mean, that money will come from Take-Two mainly.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's a big company still.
Yeah.
GTA 5 has made more money than most companies make in their lifetime.
Yeah, well, GTA 5 has made more money than anything.
Well, I'm saying, right, but I mean, forget that it's one game that's made over $8 billion. That's more than most companies make ever. Even big fucking companies, large publishers don't make $8 billion on all their games.
And GTA 6 will make even more. And it's like
I know, but that's the wild thing is that they have these two massive products, Red Dead Redemption, GTA 5. They've released it on a number of platforms now, and then they just fucking leave it alone. There's such
I've seen the trend that they're starting to change that now, recently with the...
Where's the GTA 5 DLC? Where is it?
No, this will not happen. But I mean,
where's the Red Dead Redemption DLC? Where is it?
No, I think they are, in terms of DLC, they are not gonna do it. But in terms of like porting them to more and more platforms and re-bringing old games to like modern platforms,
that's milking.
Yeah. No,
And
but like
I'm
for
not
example,
against it. I'm not against it. I think they should bring Red Dead Redemption 2 to PS5. I think there should be an update for it, and I'm not even opposed to it costing money.
Yeah.
But they should put new content in there. It's
yeah,
wild
no,
to me.
I totally agree. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite game of all time. So, but
Yeah, I mean, look, I get it. These games are very intensively made. There's a lot of dialogue. There's a lot of animations. There's a shitload of stuff. But the fucking world is there.
yeah,
They
But
can
I'm-
even go.
I'm-
They can even be cheap on it and not make any new characters or weapons or anything.
Yeah.
Just use the existing stuff, record some new dialogue, and make a new experience.
Hell, they
No,
have.
they could
have a
just do
whole
an
department
Undead
just
Nightmare.
for balls physics.
Right. I'm cool with an Undead Nightmare. That would be fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just wild to me. It's just wild to me that they don't do it. I
For
can't.
me, I mean, I'm happy with how Red Dead 2 is right now. I would like bring back like a new Manhunt, or like for me, Bully 2 is the top of the list for me for Rockstar. Like Bully, I love Bully 1. So, or just just like Manhunt is barely playable now on PC without like using mods. So like just update it,
And guys,
so we can just
guys, I know what GTA Online is, and I think when they add content to that, it just makes me more mad. Okay,
Mhm.
that's fucking obscene. That's the only new content and missions. New missions. Get the fuck out of here. They're fucking heists. That's it.
And they're
I'm
not even
sure,
going to be playable eventually.
yeah,
Just
I'm
like
sure-
we said before, all that these companies care about is making ticking time bombs that will disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
even
sure
worse.
Take Two the shareholders, that they are like pressuring Rockstar is like milk it more until the end of time. But,
Well, and I mean, I'm sure I don't have access to their fucking projections, and I'm sure a DLC doesn't monetize the same as a regular DLC does, but like it would still be insanely profitable.
no, I think the projections are available on the Take Two website actually for all the
When-
Rockstar stuff.
When
No, I mean, like,
RDR1
DLCs that they're not making.
Oh yeah. It has to. It leaked in the past actually, but it was way too late. So
when RDR1 came to PC, you know what was the first thing I did? It was not a main story. It was Undead Nightmare. That shit plays like a completely different game, okay? Like, imagine just how much, they would do like with the RDR2 engine, like with the Rage engine. I think that it's still called Rage, right? Like,
Yeah.
it would like
Pedro's coming in and out.
no, but and for now, like I mean, GTA 6 is my most hyped game for like the longest time now. So I'm happy they are focusing on GTA 6, and it looks. I mean, look at the trailer 1 and 2; it looks fucking incredible. So
yeah.
I
like
would
it's the
hope,
best. It's the best thing I've ever seen.
with
so,
all that detail they put into that game, that they have multiple DLCs planned.
Yeah. No, we'll be playing that game for like 15 years. So
And it's
until
not
then-
like we don't trust
Yeah.
Rockstar to make a good game. Every main game they've made, even down to the old Smuggler's Run PS2 games, all of those games were fucking good. And they keep setting the bar higher and higher. And, they have a department for fucking shit physics. They have departments for all these
Horse
different
balls.
things. They are capable. They have the money. They have the teams. They make the best games. Okay.
Yeah. And
Full
they,
stop.
they are their only own competition. They are like at that on that
Well,
no one is at their level.
remember, we do get plenty of comments. It's like, how come GTA 5 runs on this but not Postal 4?
Yeah.
The
Well-
amount of times I heard that.
Well, because they don't have any competition when it comes to anything.
They don't have load zones in GTA 5.
Yeah, no, they didn't. You're right. They didn't have GTA load zones on PS3 with GTA 5. You're right. Not a good
Somebody's-
comparison.
Somebody's asking who's worse, Rockstar or Gearbox? That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I mean, the
That-
problem with Rockstar is Take-Two. It's not Rockstar itself. And Gearbox, we know what's going on with Gearbox. Everybody knows.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like
Uh,
those big companies will get greedy to keep their companies afloat because games are like insanely expensive to make, and like if you work in a AAA studio, like usually get paid a lot of money. So
Well, and just remember, like, just because these companies are spending big money on new games and there's new games coming out, the numbers are just, they're all down in the industry
Yeah.
right now. Like, sales are
Yeah.
just down. And I mean, I don't even think we have this on our list. Microsoft is about to lay off thousands of employees.
Yeah, today actually. Today.
Fucking wild,
Today.
man.
Yeah, today.
I mean, I call it karma for not allowing Postal on Xbox. I think we could have saved them, but you know, that's fucked up. A lot of people are about to lose their jobs.
Somebody said Gearbox is Take-Two also. Yeah, I mean they do answer to Take-Two, but they as a company on their own, they are a problem. Fuck Randy Pitchford for what he did to David Eddings. Fuck him, and for everything else.
Yeah, totally agree. Real quick, one question: what engine is Postal 2 Redux going to use? The answer is Unity.
Yeah, it's not going to be Unreal.
Nope. It's going to be Unity.
Talking about supporting game. I mean, the Postal Brain Damage. You know, we didn't abandon it in the end, so you know we're doing more. So
we haven't even abandoned Postal Redux. We just haven't updated it yet. I mean, and any studio on the planet would have abandoned that game a long fucking time ago.
And people always complain about Postal 4 like not being changed or updated. Dude, look at Postal 2. We still update it after 20 years.
Yeah, and we're going to have more
still want to
coming.
update it more.
Yeah, there's more coming. We're hoping to add in co-op into the base game. We're looking to update the physics engine. There's a lot of stuff we want to do.
But those things take forever, and there's different priorities. Yeah.
They take forever, and like if I sick a programmer on that old ass engine right now, and they've been working in Unreal 4, it is a fucking nightmare. I mean, there are things that are a lot simpler with it, but on the whole, it's shit.
Yeah,
it's shit. But we're still gonna update it.
No, we do remember about the monetization scandal. That's been done and over, right? They reversed it, didn't they?
What?
I mean, as far as I know.
Did what?
Lazohead is saying, remember that whole Unity monetization scandal?
Oh, that's
yeah.
That's been reverted.
That was reverted.
They fired.
Thankfully, I mean,
that boss got fired or like changed. Yeah.
Yep. Fuck them. Anyway, on that note, Xbox and PlayStation are getting new hardware.
Yeah.
What's that?
We're still
the Xbox VR headset.
No, so we have that VR that Meta and Xbox collab. We have the ROG, like the ROG Xbox handheld, and the PlayStation 6 will get like a handheld as well. But that's like in 2 years, I think.
Right. Well, we just know that they're coming.
Yeah.
And Microsoft did say, right, they have a new console and it's going to have physical media. Like they're kind of dispelling rumors that they're going to go the Stadia route with their new system.
I think they from now, I think especially with what's going to happen today or tomorrow, they're going to want to play it safe. They're not going to want to risk it. And dude, they could release all those old games and make a collection that people will pay for. Like, if you make it backwards compatible. And they have so many good games like from back then.
Yep. But as of right now, PlayStation's the only one that approves our games. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe Postal 2 Redux will be on Xbox. We don't know. They haven't approved it yet.
That's what we want.
Yeah, we want it. We want it there. But who knows? A couple VR questions. Will Postal 2 VR work on MetaQuest 2? Yes, it will. Will Postal 2 have skins for the dude like Postal 4? Probably not. It's a Postal 2 remake. It's not meant to have different dudes like Postal 4. Plus, we're not re-recording all that audio to have all the other dudes. So, no. Balatro, creator, finally gets last achievement he needed to 100% complete his own game. Now feels better equipped to design its upcoming expansions. Wait, what?
Because here's the thing. While, Balatro might seem like a simple game, but in order to get 100% achievements, you have to really nerd it out, okay?
Yeah, I would never be able to do it.
Like, they usually say that all developers need to finish 100% their games, which it's valid, but with Balatro, you have all these circumstances that you need to be both lucky and skillful at the same time. Everything needs to, connect to perfection. I mean, that's cool that he managed to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's not the creator, the main creator's job to 100% the game. It's more the QA teams.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. I think in many studios, the QA know way more the ins and outs of like the gameplay in the game more than some of the devs. So
But isn't the Balatro dev like just one guy or
yeah,
something?
it's just one guy. Yeah,
Yeah, that so he has to do like double duty here.
yeah. And
But yeah,
and the
like-
game,
That's his
the
own
game
fault.
the game is really hard. But you know, when the game not got nominated for a Game of the Year, I was like, how is it possible that guy went so far? And then I played the game and I'm like, now I get it. It's so good.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, "Fuck Balatro, fuck Balatro." I mean, hey, it's popular
Actually-
for a reason.
But I could see like a Postal collab happening. That would be great. Like the Postal
I mean,
cards on it.
they
that
have
would be sick.
collabed with
Yeah, The
Binding of
Witcher,
Isaac, even
Binding
Witcher.
of
I
Isaac.
think.
Yeah. Don't Starve.
Don't Starve. They did a lot of collabs. I mean, we are open to it, but you know,
That would be great. Yeah.
it is what it is. If people want Postal collab with Balatro, hey, talk to the developer. It's not up to us.
Someone has to draw 10 cards. 10
Yeah.
cards. 10. Yeah.
Yeah, no. All right, no more talk about this shit. Let's move on to our fantastic fucking fan art of the week, eh?
Fart. Fantastic fucking fan art. Brought to you by Mike J's Bidets. A clean ass is a happy ass.
Oop, I clicked the wrong one. This week's Bart is brought to you by Mangoes and Stuff on Twitter. It's this pretty cool picture of it looks like the dude in the dough.
Yeah,
I like the style. It reminds me of an old Rockstar artwork or cover.
Yeah, it's pretty
I like the color used as well.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I've got the pre-order your postal dude U2s scrolling on the bottom. I should get rid of that. It's going to be available soon. Don't worry, you'll be able to order the fucking U2s on our website. It's not totally sold out. It's just sold out from U2s. Anyway, if you want your art featured on the podcast in the future, make sure you post it on Twitter. I refuse to call it X. And use the hashtag RWSArt and make sure you tag us in the post so we see it and all that good stuff. Just so everybody knows, it's Death Stranding 2 Day. Happy Death Stranding 2 Day.
Happy Death
Kojima!
Stranding 2 Day.
Woo!
And mind
Kojima!
you, I'm not much of a gamer these days, but I played Death Stranding 1 all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've heard that means I'm a hardcore gamer.
Yeah. And wait, no, it's not about you being a hardcore gamer. It's like you rarely even play games all the way through nowadays.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You have
I
it
did
installed.
play a bunch of Remedy games last year. And during the pandemic, I did replay GTA and Red Dead Redemption and Watch Dogs 2. But I just don't play a lot of games. And to get into a game like Death Stranding to me is fucking wild because the first 10 hours really are that slow.
Yeah. I remember you said you had a love and hate relationship for the game. So
I did, and I didn't really play a lot of the side missions. I just wanted to get through the game, even though it makes no fucking sense whatsoever. And I did try to replay it when they released the PS5 version of it. I couldn't do it again, but I'm sure I'll be able to play Death Stranding 2.
Yeah. But I think the biggest hook you had recently was Alan Wake 2.
Yeah. Alan Wake 2 fucking blew my mind and really sent me down a spiral of Remedy stuff. I didn't play the new one. I just don't really care about the PvE stuff. And I don't think it really gives much into the lore of Control and Alan Wake. So
no, it doesn't. But every single player game Remedy will pull out, I will play. Like Max Payne 1 and 2 remake, I am so excited. And
absolutely.
they could connect it to Alan Wake, in Control.
Of course. Yeah. I'll play anything they put out as long as it's single player. I don't want to play the multiplayer.
Yeah, and I hope Sam Lake will play Max Payne in a remake. That would be amazing.
Even his voice.
Maybe not.
Yeah, that's where the problem lies right now. Obviously, they don't have a voice actor for it.
I
so
think
we don't know.
they could find a way to just like we want to do with Postal 2, reuse the dialogue. I'm sure it's not bad quality. So
no, probably not.
It came out around the same time as Postal 2. So those games.
I mean, that's what MGS Delta is doing, at least.
Yeah. A lot of games are doing that.
But Death Stranding is one of those games where it's not for everybody, but if you like it, you really fucking like it.
Yeah.
It has something to offer to the table that you don't really see anywhere else, and it fills a niche, like to the point where Kojima is like, oh, you guys like this too much, I'm gonna change it for
I'm gonna
so
make
you guys
it
don't like it too
shittier.
much.
I'm gonna make the game shittier because too many people liked it. What the fuck is
I-
that?
No, I
The
think what he-
mentality of Kojima is just different, you know.
No, no, I think what he meant is kind of like if you watch an A24 movie, like they want to like bring out some like talk and opinion about it. They don't want to go for like mainstream, you know.
Since Matt is friends with Kojima, we want insight on what Kojima was thinking.
I don't have any insight on what he was thinking.
If he can put Sam Lake into his games, can he put me into his games? Could you hit him up? Could you text him?
That would be sick. Yeah,
and
I could
say,
ask him.
look, Mike J wants to be a mission in Death Stranding 3.
Dude, he puts all of his friends in the little house you find in the game. You know that pops out. So
I'm not
he
his
put
friend.
he put the Raka YouTubers like directors, and he just met them and he put them in the game.
Look, pissing is a thing in Death Stranding, so you know where you're going with this, right?
Right. I mean, clearly he played Postal 2.
Yeah, obviously. So
clearly,
with a Mike J mission, you know what you're expecting if you have the piss mechanics and you have Mike J.
A Strand the Day in Death Stranding 3, and he has to deliver this prototype to my hut, and then I have to spray black strands up my ass.
I mean, we could make a Death Stranding game where it's like the postal dude delivering packages and he could stumble, you know, and like he shoots people.
I mean, technically, Death Stranding is a postal game, right?
Yeah.
You play essentially a postal delivery boy.
Yeah, and they are pissed off people trying to get your stuff. So.
Yeah, I wish I knew the guy. I don't know any of these fucking people, man. I tried writing Sam Lake. Nah, no fucking response from the guy.
Because they see that you're associated with Postal, and they're like,
I'm sure, dude. There are tons of game developers that love Postal. I'm sure in all of the studios. So.
Well,
if we tell
fucking
Kojima,
Matt, go do some outreach. That's your new job, is your developer outreach.
If we tell Kojima that we have sexy ladies, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, if we
we
gotta show him the Postal babes. You know, speaking of Postal babes, by the way, you also forgot another thing. Fucking Postal Jam 3 is underway.
God, you're so stupid, Pedro.
And it's about the Postal babes. I mean,
so
you guys,
stupid.
if you guys haven't seen the trailer, just go to our channel.
Yeah, Postal Jam 3 is coming. So get on YouTube, go to Running with Scissors, look up the Postal Jam 3 trailer, and then get ready because we want to see your fucking games.
Make a Death Stranding Postal game, please.
You got
Death Stranding
roughly
Postal Babes game.
Yeah.
You got roughly 2 more months. It's underway. You just go to itch.io, participate, and make a game.
The
What about
Postal
a
dude
Postal
has
Postal Babes feet game? That's how we get Kojima.
That's how we get Kojima. Yeah.
That's what Yaffe says because he's watching us on Twitch, which is our weakest platform. Thank you, Yaff. Mind's Eye Studios is laying off developers following the poor launch. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just went bad.
Didn't.
You know, like the meme, like first time where they are like hanging on the, they have the rope around their neck. That's how I felt when I've seen the game launch.
Yeah, it didn't go great.
God.
Yeah,
that game was something.
The
like
thing is,
everybody was expecting, like, oh, this is gonna be GTA.
The thing is, like, they cannot say, oh, it's early access, you know. So they have a lot of money and talent, and I'm sure people wanted the game to be great and as good as possible, but the game wasn't ready, and they should have done early access at the last minute or something. I don't know, but the game was not ready.
Who fucking knows, man? I mean, look, we did it. We did it too, but you know.
And now it might have killed a brand new studio and tons of people's jobs. So
the thing is, look, a lot of people are like, oh, but you guys are no better, you know. At least we admit it. At least we don't blame another company for trying to, you know, fuck us over with anti-advertising or something. Because I think that Mind's Eye guys blamed former Rockstar employees or something. I don't know.
No,
The big difference here is, before anybody calls us like hypocrites, we understand, we know that we fucked up, okay? And that's why we're still fixing it. While Mind's Eye most likely won't get more updates. Probably.
I'm sure it will get a few more updates, but I don't think it's gonna save the game. And the problem, they've been set up from the start saying, oh, look at this studio with that guy from Rockstar, you know? And people are already comparing the game to GTA. They never said they wanted to make a GTA, right? So that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Like,
It set
the
people's
expectations
expectations
were
way too high before, and those
Yeah.
guys never said they were gonna make a GTA game.
Yeah.
So, you know,
It's
it's
just
hard.
because
It's hard.
of the
yeah.
former Rockstar employee kind of thing, where people were like, oh, it's an open world, maybe it's gonna be the new GTA killer or whatever, or the new GTA clone, and it's not even close to that. Again, like, to an extent they tried, I guess, but
I don't know
people's
anyone.
expectations need to be lower.
The thing is,
Much
that I don't know
lower.
any studio that could be make a GTA killer except Rockstar. Like all the biggest studio in the world, even like Cyberpunk, which now is amazing, it's not a GTA killer, but it's
Not
a
even
really,
close.
really good game. Yeah,
Not even.
but it's a really good game as it stands. Yeah.
Yeah, stupid. I wanted to show this image. We did post about it yesterday, but one of the common questions we get is, who is that? Where did that image come from? The original Postal 1 marketing image. And am I muted?
Nope. No, I hear you.
Pedro said he can't hear us.
Oh, I hear you. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, fuck Pedro. This image was discovered recently by a buff wizard. He did some digging and he found it on Getty Images. It was a photo taken by a guy named Chris Collins, who recently died, RIP. But clearly, this is one of the images in the series that Chris Collins took that Panasonic used to make marketing images for Postal 1. We didn't make these. You know, we got stuff from Ripcord and Panasonic for marketing, and yeah, I mean it's very cool to see another image, which is clearly, you know, it's in New York. The little cup on the bottom, that's a New York City coffee cup. But yeah, thank you, Buff Wizard, and I don't even know what the other user's name was. Sorry, I'm blanking. Mackerly or something.
Yeah,
Malarkey.
shout out to Buff Wizard.
Yeah, but shout out to Buff Wizard. Thanks for doing the research. Let me let Pedro back in here.
I don't
Pedro?
know. This image feels like an old war photo for some reason.
Can't
From
hear
like
you,
50
Pedro.
years ago.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
like a Che Guevara type image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Mark Rebier.
Yeah. Pedro thinks it looks like Mark Rebier, which he kind of
Yeah,
does. Got a little
bit,
mustache.
yeah.
He just got off the table playing fucking Wake Up. And yeah. Thanks for getting me that image, Buff Wizard. It's very cool to finally be able to answer people's questions. Like, I'd even asked Vince, because I wasn't here then. Who was this? He's like, I don't fucking know. Fucking Rockstar gave us that. And same goes for the the big What Went Wrong posters. People want to know if we're going to sell them as posters. And the answer is, like, we don't have the artwork. And I can recreate them. I've talked to my artists about recreating them, but we don't have those stock images either. The faces that are on those, it won't be the same. I mean, we can have them drawn or created by AI or some shit, but like, we don't have that artwork. We didn't pay for the stock images. That was Rockstar. That was Ripcord 27 years ago.
We can get more AK-47s though. Unmistakable.
Yeah. Oh god, people keep saying that. Why is the AK in the image for Postal 2, but it's not in the game? And it's like, well, because the fucking concept art was drawn before the game was made.
Yeah.
And there just wasn't an AK in the game. I don't know why they didn't put an AK in the game, but I do know that CNN doesn't know what an AK is.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I mean, we didn't make it any better with the art that we made for Postal Jam, where he's holding an M4 and it says unmistakable AK just for just for the jokes. We didn't make it better by mentioning that.
No, people don't get it. People
Uh, to-
don't get
Talking
it.
about this, because it's been so long we haven't done the podcast. The documentary is out, and now it should be out in more places than before. If it didn't reach you,
Right. We do
Yeah,
have
that
the
was-
DVDs. We have the DVDs.
that was
Oh,
part of
Blu-
topic 0.
I don't want to
Yeah.
talk. I don't want to call them DVDs. They're not DVDs. They're Blu-rays. But
Yeah.
Yep.
if you're in a country where you can't stream it right now, which there are a few, including Spain and Italy. Spain and Italy are just not on the list of countries that have it out now. You can get a physical from us, and I will ship it to you. Unfortunately, the list that's out there, I think, is the final list right now for Apple TV and Amazon. I know the Amazon list is very small. It's not very many countries. But if you're in a country that has it on Apple TV and you don't have an Apple TV account, just make one. You don't have to have an Apple product. You just have to make an Apple ID, and you can pay to rent or buy the game on Apple TV in a lot of countries. So if you haven't seen it yet, please do. It's fucking good. Okay?
Yeah.
And tell your friends and your kids and your enemies and your parents to check it out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, if you want to buy one, we got them for sale. I'd love to ship them to you. It's fucking cool. It's fucking cool to be able to tell people that there's a movie about us, and it's still weird. Still weird. Gotta say.
yeah, Yaffy said he'll take one. He'll take a Blu-ray.
Oh, will you, Yaffy? Will you? Grand Theft Auto 5 Trio want fans to petition for one last DLC story together. Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
That
Those
would be so
motherfuckers
nice.
have been dying to do that shit.
yeah.
Seen
Hell,
Trevor in
I
so many
mean-
things now.
Well,
If
actually,
not for GTA 5, at the very least for GTA 6.
the DLC that was planned for GTA 5 was Agent Trevor, where he was supposed to be like this undercover spy, but they apparently he worked on it, he did the recording, but they canned it for because of GTA Online was making so much money. So
Such a shame. What could have been? It could have been like so fucking good.
yeah,
Yep. Could have.
petition to put the AK-47 in Postal 2.
Unmistakable image. The unmistakable image of an AK-47.
Maybe someone will,
Switch 2 third-party developer claims its sales were below our lowest estimates. That's like not entirely unsurprising to me. I feel like when consoles launch, especially Nintendo consoles, people just want the Nintendo games.
Exactly. Mario Kart is selling like insane.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
And all my friends who got a Switch 2, they only got Mario Kart on it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the reason why people buy the Nintendo consoles. It's not
I'm
to
so
play
glad.
the games they already have.
I'm so glad we didn't get approved yet to make Postal 4 for it, because we would have raced to do that.
Yeah.
We would have paid the porting house
It's-
a lot of money to do it, and we would have sold 30 copies. That would have been so fucking
it's too
disheartening.
early. It's too early right now.
Way too early.
Like people are gonna buy the console over like the next whatever 7-8 years is gonna be out, and the Switch the one was the same. A lot of people buy at launch, but the main number was over its lifespan. So, like,
And I know we need to get back to Postal 2 Redux, obviously. We would like that to run on Switch 1, ideally. I mean, it's like I said, it's going to be running on a Quest 2. So I'm not sure if the Quest 2 is better hardware than a Switch 1 or not. But ideally, we get this running on a Switch 1. I mean, obviously, that's to be determined. And oh God, keep you guys spamming this Russian localization in Postal 2 Redux. We already addressed this. Maybe it might be there. We don't know. We're not 100% sure on which of the localizations we're going to be able to use or not. So at worst, there will be subtitles for all the languages, and not all the languages. There's too many to have subtitles for, but the major languages. But yeah, hopefully. So fucking stop asking. Let's showcase the Dude's Weekly Sounds for the week. And as I said before, I think this is just music that Pedro is listening to every week. So we got Soulfly and 7 Hours After Violet, Rise Against, The Primitives, and Level. I believe Pedro posts these weekly on the Twitter.
Yep.
And yeah, so if you want to know what the dude's listening to, because Pedro is literally the dude,
You're breaking their immersion. They
Oh,
think this is coming
sorry, yeah,
directly
actually,
from the
we looked
fictional
at
character.
we looked at the Postal Dude's MP3 player, and this is what was on it.
Yeah.
We hacked.
There you
it.
go.
We hacked.
No
into
more
it.
immersion breaking. Now
Yeah,
you guys know it's from
We
the Postal
fucking
Dude.
hacked into it. Do we have one more topic? Because all I had at the bottom was Red Dead Redemption. So
Yeah,
The-
we still
the-
have one.
I mean, we could talk about Denis Villeneuve being the new James Bond
oh,
director.
Villeneuve, yeah. James Bond is being renewed by Villeneuve, and which is,
Yeah.
I guess that's cool. I mean, I personally want funnier James Bond movies.
Yeah.
Well, from what I've seen, Amazon said that if the IO Interactive game is very successful next year, that's kind of the direction they want to go with for the movie, like a more quirky, funny, a little bit younger James Bond. And if they have a younger actor, they can keep him around for much longer for like a series of movies. So we'll
it
see.
should
But
be so it should be Tom Holland.
it's gonna be Timothée Chalamet as James Bond.
I wrote Dune director because I'm not spelling out Denis Villeneuve in there.
Yeah,
So.
it's gonna be. I mean, are they gonna? I'm sure they're gonna still go for a British actor. So I mean, is Tom Holland is British? Yeah, he is
Wait,
British.
what
Yeah.
if we do Peter Dinklage as James Bond?
Danny DeVito.
I think that would be great.
I was really hoping Uwe Boll was gonna be the one directing because he's free, so to direct the James Bond movies. But,
He's just out there trying to get work.
Yeah.
God damn it! I had a fucking key break on my keyboard.
So I guess that's what Denis Villeneuve is gonna be doing just after Dune, Messiah. So.
Did you guys play the new Dune game by chance?
Yeah. I tested it. It's great. It's good. I would wait for 6 months while I run out maybe a couple bugs and bring new content and stuff. But it's off to a really good start. It's already pretty good.
I like.
So I played it with friends. I don't know in single player though, but I'm sure it would be maybe a little bit less fun, but I'm sure it would still be good. But yeah, like someone said, like James Bond movies might be below Denis Villeneuve at this point, but you know, maybe he's a big James Bond fan and he's really excited for it. Many people,
that's probably likely. I think he likes it.
Many people wanted Christopher Nolan because he's a massive Bond fan as well to do the movies, and it would have been great. But many directors could do James Bond and do a good job. So
I think if Christopher Nolan did it, we wouldn't be able to hear it. It would be like weird and no. I want funny. I know Austin Powers killed the cheesy humor part of James Bond. Like I know that is the lore as to why James Bond went more serious. But like we haven't had an Austin Powers movie in so long, so I think they need to get back to the sort of serious but funny James Bond.
For me, if they do a mix of like the 70s, 80s James Bond with like the Daniel Craig ones, like find like a right mix, I'm sure they could make it work. And Denis Villeneuve has like amazing like camera work all the
Pierce
time.
Brosnan ones were like kind of that, right? Like they were cheesy, they were funny, they weren't serious enough. Like I like a little bit older than that, where they were more funny, but they were also kind of serious. I think they could find a good medium.
Yeah. And bring back the funny gadgets, you know, like don't go overboard, but you know, like make James Bond look cool, you know. So
yeah, I agree.
We'll see.
I agree. Okay, I think we're out of topics for the week. I want to go home and play Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Got a few more orders to do. And this is our longest podcast in a while. We just did an hour and 23 minutes.
We had to catch up for the 2 months almost.
Pedro's talking and nobody can hear him. So what a fucking idiot. Anyway, thanks everybody for being on here. I want to thank Eric from Flat VR Studios. I know you guys have more questions about Postal 2 Redux, Postal 2 VR. Ask on all of our socials. Make sure you follow the Kickstarter. That's what the QR code is up at the top here. Tell your friends, tell your family. And hopefully we'll do this in 2 weeks. I know we took another 2 months between episodes, but we're gonna have more people on now that we're using this service, and I can have guests. So I want to have John come in. I want to have Grant from Team Beef. Maybe we can get Rick Hunter to come into one of these times.
Yeah, that'd be sick, actually.
And maybe I can get Civvy. I know he doesn't like to do this kind of shit, but I think I'd like to have him in here
He doesn't have to show anything. He could just.
I know he just doesn't like to be live. You know, he did one live with me. He helped me stream Postal 3 once, and I thought he did a really good job. So maybe we can get him. So anyway, Happy Death Stranding 2 Day. Buy our swag. I'm going to go ship more orders right now. So thanks for coming out, guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
This world's infected with a cancer fueled by hate and greed. But it's the hate it feeds the pain in me. So disconnected with the rest, it takes the best of me to let the sick world breathe. This can't be good for me, but I feel great. So the time has come for you to learn your treasons, the reason for your bleeding. You took me away, turned me into something the light wouldn't save. I've gone postal with every word you say. I've gone postal. You dig your grave. I hope the violence breaks the silent devil's grip on me. Let the beast run free. Let me be me. But it's decided they'd rather die, so get down on your knees and watch me squeeze the trigger. So the time has come for you to learn your treasons, the reason for your bleeding. You took me away, turned me into something the light wouldn't save. I've gone postal with every word you say. I've gone postal. You dig your grave. You slick, but everything you did was built on the back of another. So fuck you. Today is the first